Hi everyone, so today I want to show you this card. I'll show you the inside in a minute. So I've used a die from In Love Art Shop, which is here. So if you use my code ICE30, you'll get yourself 30% off your order up to the end of January 2025. After that you can use my normal code, which I'll put up on the screen, which gets you 20% off. And then the balloons were actually from a Coca Rosa die. So if you use my code ICE20, you can get yourself 25% off on Coca Rosa Studio. And then the papers are from my Silent Night Amazon paper pack. I'll put the links for everything in the description below, and also where I can I'll try and put them up on the screen as well in the top right corner. So that's that. You can also get this as a digital kit as well. I'll put again details of that in the description below and potentially up on the screen. And then inside you have my pop-up cube card that I made back in 2019, a long time ago. So this triple pop-up cube card I came up with the idea back in December 2019 while I was on a craft demo for Trimcraft. I was actually in the Kidderminster store. I remember doing it. And then I didn't manage to make a video for it until about April 2020, I think it was. And it went off the charts. And you probably have seen other people do this card, just the cube, not with the attachment. And so yes, I thought, right, you know what? Let's go back to one of the originals, one of the old and goody ones, and let's stick it inside a card. This might have been done before. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, but I know that this was definitely my idea. So that was my idea, as Vic and Bob used to say. Those of you who know, you know. But yeah, well, I quite like the fact of it being inside the card. I've got some other variations in mind for this as well, so stay tuned. If you make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, then you won't miss a video, you won't miss what happens. But yes, again, these papers are part of the Silent Night. Again, the hearts come with the thank you card, the thank you die from the front, and then the little balloons and these little spangly bits that are on the side. Catch the light there. That's all part of a Coca Rosa die. So yeah, and then you've got space on the back to right. Haven't gone and put the white bit on yet, but that will be on the back to right. And it folds flat and it fits in an envelope for a 5x7 card. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you're going to need a base card that is 7x10. And on this, you're just going to score it halfway at 5 inches. So you're basically making a 5x7 card blank. And so that is your card blank, so that can go to one side. So then you need another piece of base card, and this is 6x10. So along the 6-inch edge, you want to score at 1.5, at 3, and at 4.5. Okay, and then what you want to do is on the long edge, you want to cut it so you've got one piece that is 5 inches in height, and then the remainder 2 pieces are 2.5 and 2.5. Okay, so along that 10-inch edge, that's what you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead now and just cut these down and then come back to you. So there's your piece cut down. So you've got your 2.5 with your score lines running down it, 2.5, and then a 5. Okay, so let's just put those together. So let's come back to our base card again. On this, you are going to need, now I am not doing mats apart from on the front cover. The reason being because otherwise it's going to get a bit too chunky. So on the inside, I've got 2 pieces of pattern that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And on the front, I've got 1 piece of mat that's 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and 1 pattern that's 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick all of these layers down. Right, so on these pieces here, so these pieces are going to be your pillars. So what you're going to need to do, now I would advise that you decorate them before you stick them in. However, you need to be very sure you know what's going where. So first of all, I'm just going to start by scoring and not scoring, burnishing, folding, burnishing, whatever you want to call it, all of my score lines. Right, so I've folded and burnished all of my score lines. So now with all the folds as mounting folds, we need to put pattern papers on the front of these 2 little ones, just on the 2 centres. You don't want to put one of these, just on here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. In total, you are going to need, I'll tell you the total first. in total you are going to need, if you want to decorate inside and outside, then what you're going to need is 6 pieces of pattern that are 1 1/4 by 2 1/4 for the outside, and then for the inside you're going to need 4 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 2 1/4, it's the same size, but you're also going to need 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 4 3/4 as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick down, because I've got this yellowy, like creamy, yellowy, golden, whatever you pattern for the outside. So I'm going to put 2 there and 2 there to start with, and then we'll show you where the next lot go. Okay, so the next one I want to do is I want to put the pattern papers on the inside parts. So if we turn these over, the bits that you're going to need to decorate are these 2 outside rectangles here. So I've got some just plain blue here, which is the blue version. Now I would normally put a bit of a mat round this, but because it's on the inside I'm not that bothered. So I'm going to go ahead anyway and stick these down. Okay, so that's those 2 pieces done. Now, this big one is slightly more tricky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the 2 little pieces, because you're probably thinking, well, they're too small. You'll see in a minute they're not. But I'm going to leave those until we've actually put it into situ, because they're probably the only 2 pieces that you kind of need to leave till you've put it all in place. I mean, you could do it, but I'm just to make sure they're all lined up, I'm going to wait. So let's turn this over, and here is where we're going to put those 2 larger pieces that were 4 3/4 long. So they're going to go on there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. Okay, so that's that one done. So let us just put these 2 together, bring our card in, make sure we get it the right way around. And then what we're going to do is with this, I'm going to fold it in half like that. And on this edge here, so this is the cut edge, so it's the 2 outside, so with it flat like this, basically we're going to put glue on these 2 outside pieces. So I'm just going to do one side first and then do the other. You can do them both at the same time if you are feeling daring, but I think I'm just going to go for one and then the other. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place this down, and I'm going to line it up along the bottom edge and up right up against that crease line like that. And when I'm happy where it is, I'm going to shut the card on top of it and just press down. Turn the whole thing over, open up the back, and then we are going to do the same on the back. So we're going to put some glue or red tape on this one here, like that. And then we're going to take the back of our card and just shut it onto it. And you really do want to make sure it's right up in that crease, which is why it's a good idea to be using wet glue. If you can't use wet glue and you want to use red tape, you can still do it. You just need to make sure it really is in that crease. So you want to make sure it folds flat like that. And then we open it up and you've got yourself a little column in the middle of your little pillar. And in there, I mean, you're not going to see a lot of that pattern paper, but you do see a bit. I have got another version of this in the pipeline, so stay tuned for that one. That will be coming soon. So then what you want to do is take your... Now you don't want to, what you don't want to do is you don't want to try and open this flat, because it's not going to need to open flat. It's going to be stuck like that, which is what you want, and it's going to fold flat. If you try and force it to be flat, you could come across with things coming unstuck. So don't try and force it, just let it be what it wants to be. And yeah. So then we're going to take this and I'm going to fold it in half. Obviously these are on the inside, and we're going to do the same again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on to this side here, and I'm actually going to do both sides at the same time. And one little thing with this is if you are using wet glue, you do need to make sure that the one you've just stuck down, the middle one, is properly stuck down and properly dried before you go ahead and put this one in, because otherwise what can happen is this one can slide underneath and in between, and you don't want that to happen. So this is going to go in here, and we're going to line this cut edge up with the edge here. Now I've just noticed that my boxes aren't completely married up, but anyway, the edge is not completely married up, but it's fine. We'll just have to go with it. You're going to line up along the bottom, line it up along that edge, make sure it doesn't go underneath, and then we're going to fold the card down and shut it on it. And then when you open it, you should end up with that there, like that. Okay, so then we're going to do the same with this one. So this one, again, just going to fold it like that. And again, those two cut edges are just going to go in there. And I'm actually going to do it, yeah, I'm going to do it this way around, I think. So let's get some glue on here. Okay, so when you open it up, you should have your two pillars, little ones there at the bottom, and your bigger one at the top there. So then we can just go ahead and add these two pieces onto these two sides here. Okay, so there you have your pillars inside. So now we just want to go ahead and add some things coming out of the pillars. Now you can use acetate for this. One thing to note is at the moment with these measurements, when you fold this flat, and if you can see how you have actually you've still got a little bit of room there. So when you're sticking things in, just make sure that when you fold it flat, or you fold it like, you know, together, that these bits that pop out aren't coming over this edge. Okay, so just be careful. Same with the top. You've got quite a good amount of space there, so you should be okay, but just make sure that is the case. Okay, so as you can see, I've cut out a whole load of balloons and I've attached them all onto little acetate strips, just using a little piece of red tape on the back of them. I've also cut out a whole heap of hearts that actually came with the thank you die, so I've cut a whole load of those out, and I've cut the thank you die out and laid it onto some gold. And then inside here, what I wanted to have, because that thank you is going to go on the front and I'll probably have some bits coming out from it, but then on the inside I wanted to have something written on here. So I think I'm going to have your a star on the actual card, and then I'm going to stick the balloons and the stars in around so that I can navigate the letters. So I found some letters that I haven't used for ages, and these are kind of like board, like cardboard, thick cardboard letters. As you can see, some of them don't always stick. They sort of peel off their backing. They are actually sticky, but they it tends to stay stuck to the peel off sheet and then not come off properly. So I'm now going to go ahead and stick these down, and I'm just going to use a bit of B6000 glue just to make sure that it sticks properly, and I'm going to put in you're a star. Okay, so I've put the letters on, you're a star. I realised that I hadn't quite left enough space in the middle there, but it's fine. I've managed to style it out, which is always what we do as crafters, isn't it? So, done that. So I'm going to go ahead now and add in all the hearts and the balloons coming out from the various pillars. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the inside. So there we go. Some of them are a bit like this one's a bit, could do with it being a bit further over, but it's fine. It's, you know, they work together. So I'm quite pleased with the way that's turned out. And then on the front here, see to make sure this little one here behaves itself. On the front, we're going to go ahead. I've got a thank you. Now this is a little bit large if you put it straight. So I'm going to do it at a bit of a jaunty angle like that, and then have hearts and balloons coming out. So I'm going to go ahead, stick it on with a bit of silicone glue. So there we have the finished card. So you've obviously got your, on the front, little thank you and some balloons, and you open it up, and there you have the pop-up bit. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you go and check out my digital papers and also my Amazon pads as well, because that's what I'd used here. Also go check out In Love Art Shop. Use my code ICED30 up to the end of January 2025, which will get you 30% off your orders on In Love. After that, you can use my normal code, which is ICED Images, which will get you 20% off. So yeah, and then the little balloon dies, these were from Coca Rosa Studio. So you can use my code ICED20, which will get you 25% off your orders. So yeah, go and check those out. And so I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.